this time. This is my fight song.
Welcome to Two Woke Boys, episode 181. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together, we are Two Woke Boys. Welcome to the episode. We are here, three loud booms. Maybe I should do 21 gun salute for MLK, you know?
Yeah.
So that was three, so...
Okay.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah.
For Martin Luther King.
Right.
We love that.
Yeah. Not sure what the military celebration has to do with, because like that's what they do. That's what they do for military funerals. 21 gun salute.
Oh, okay.
And he was more of like a non-violent anti-war
But wasn't
guy.
he shot though?
Yeah, but I don't think that was his choice to get shot.
Yeah.
You know.
Maybe they were giving him a 21 gun salute and it just at him, you know? Which that was bad.
Yeah, we didn't support that, but
No, we are.
But here's
against
the
that.
thing. But here's the thing.
What he said was right. Is that what?
What?
Is that what you're about to say?
What I'm about
we don't
to
like
say,
what he said.
Yeah, we don't like Martin Luther King, because if we look at a lot of the stuff that he was saying back then, it's stuff we completely disagree with now.
Yeah,
he talked about a colorblind society, judge someone based on the content of their character, not the color of their skin. We're the complete opposite of that.
That's wrong.
We want to judge people solely on the color of their skin.
We want
color first and foremost. Everything else next. Merit next. Content of character. Screw that.
None of that stuff matters.
No.
It's what color are you?
Right.
And everyone needs to be classified through the lens of race.
Yes. He was all about integration, bringing people together. Fuck that. We want segregation. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
So he made...
Was he that wise of a guy?
Also, he like cheated on his wife or something,
Yeah, he was kind of problematic,
he had
actually.
sex with women.
He was kind of problematic.
Yeah. Yeah, he was doing what polyamorous people like us do, but he was like not saying that he was doing it publicly,
Right.
which is bad.
Right.
And we will say it publicly, but not to the people that we're doing it like with, you know?
Because we don't want to hurt their feelings because we're empaths.
Yeah, we care about you, so we're not going to tell you that you're in a open relationship with us. But then when you find out,
When you find us in your bed with another woman,
you'll be like, what the fuck? And we'll be like, we're polyamorous.
we're polyamorous. Yeah.
And then she'll be like, so can I have sex with someone else? And we're like, absolutely not, you fucking dirty slut. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Get out of here. So, Martin Luther King, he was saying stuff that's like kind of not it, you know?
Right.
But that was old. Now we're on that new shit.
That's right.
And that new shit is racism is bad, but let's do what the racists were doing before. But,
yes, because it's the right people who want it this time.
Yeah, it's good now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so R.I.P. Martin Luther King.
Kind of.
Yeah, but fuck you, you fucking jerk.
That's right.
And
it's still, so yeah, we want to cancel MLK, but still it's a good time to show that as a white ally that you're down with the cause and you're one of the good ones. So you want to go, I guess this episode is coming out after Martin Luther. We're recording on Martin Luther King Day, but it's not
no
too
days
late.
off.
Yeah. This is MLK week as far as I'm concerned. So there's still time to, if you're listening, just find a black person in public, go up to them,
apologize for existing,
for being white. Yeah.
Yeah.
And have a dialogue, be like, hey, I really want to have a dialogue about race with you. And they're like, I don't know who you are. I'm just trying to, like, I'm just like going into work right now.
Yeah.
They're like, no, oh, you're just going to be a capitalist right now?
You got to be like, you're not going into that Foot Locker, Deshaun. And he's like, I don't work at Foot Locker and my name is not Deshaun.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, whatever, dude.
Yeah.
Listen, take your time, bro.
Right.
So that's what you got to do. You got to help. And the dialogue's important. It's important to just apologize profusely about your existence and your race to people of color, and that's what you got to do.
Yep.
And Martin Luther King, it's not really, it's more about like watch Black Panther, okay? That's what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we change it to Martin Luther King Day to Black Panther Day?
Mm.
How good would that be?
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. And
there were people that were saying Black Panther was like
racist.
No, they were saying like Black Panther was like more important. It was like the most important
film
civil
of our
rights.
time.
Yeah, it was the most important like win for Black people.
Yeah, that was a weird
ever.
time.
Yeah,
they were doing. They did what was that one movie? Get Out. They did Get Out.
Yeah,
and they were like, Get Out is like the bravest movie of all time.
Yeah,
and then they did like Black Panther.
But there was.
Well, they did that with the Lady Ghostbusters too. They were like, it is time for women to get their piece of the pie by making a remake of a movie that was like stupid in the 80s, like 40 years too late.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, there were people who were saying like Black Panther, like this movie is like the Martin Luther King or the Jackie Robinson of our generation. It's that important.
Yeah,
and we agree.
Yeah, a
guy who dresses up as a cat and then fights people in a mythical African country.
He's a cat.
He dresses up as
he's a panther.
A panther, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but
yeah.
I did that thing. You know how like I didn't want to like encroach on Black people's space.
Right. So you didn't buy a ticket for the movie. You didn't want to. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it wasn't because you were concerned that if you bought a ticket to Black Panther, you wouldn't be able to hear anything in the movie because the theater would be too loud.
Yeah. It definitely wasn't.
It wasn't because of that. Yeah.
Yeah. I hung out outside the movie and still kind of heard what was going on inside, you know? Because like I went to another movie, like a romantic comedy or whatever that was playing in the theater next door. I definitely heard everything that was going on in the Black Panther movie, if you know what I'm saying.
Right.
I knew what was happening in there.
Yeah.
So, I think that's important to say. So
definitely.
Yeah. So I guess that movie was good. Didn't hear anything about what was going on in the movie I was watching, but that's okay, But yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it's MLK week, and might
wait. But didn't they do that with? So they changed the name of not Martin Luther King Day, but Columbus Day to
Indigenous Persons Day.
Yeah. So we don't like Martin Luther King because what he was saying is bad, right? We got to find a Black person that we make this day about.
What about the voice for Black people?
Do you think it should be the TooWokeBoys Day?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I think, you know what? I think that is a good idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And since we're also the voice of women, let's make us a holiday. Let's do a women's holiday where we're the focus of that too.
I like that.
Yeah.
I think also too, like, there's I guess in schools they do that thing where they're like, all right, we're gonna celebrate Columbus Day. We're gonna give you like a coloring book or whatever, and you color the fucking 3 ships, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and all that stuff. And you got to educate people about, the day, I guess. What if, what if we had discussions around our holiday? You know what I mean? Like
about the woke boys.
Yeah, like so, and the people of color day. Maybe we'll call it Black Friday.
Oh, okay.
How good would that be?
Yeah.
And then we could take over that capitalist piece of shit holiday.
Right.
That would be good. And then, we'd have our like a Women's Day, and you know what I think? All these holidays are days, right? What if we had Women's Night?
Oh.
And they came over to our place.
Yeah.
And then
like
we would
2 a.m. on a Saturday.
Yeah. Hell yeah. They'd come over to our place at 2 a.m. on a Saturday.
What about a weekly women's night?
On a
Saturday?
I'm trying to celebrate Women's Night kind of a lot, you know? And I'll be like, you know, I'll send out a message to like a group text of like several women that I've slept with in the past.
Yep. All in one group text.
In one group text. And, it, you know, there'll be women, they'll get a text notification. It's like someone, Jeff added, or sorry, not Jeff. I don't know who that is. Chris added you to a group text called Baddies, you know? Mm-hmm. And then, you know, you'll get a notification in the group chat, be like, yo, who's up? Who's up right now? Come over, you know? And then, you know, we'll just see what happens.
Right.
You know? That always works.
Yeah.
Right?
Definitely doesn't lead to 100 furious women at you.
Yeah. Like that, like those Facebook groups or whatever, the don't date this guy and all that shit that women have.
Oh, yeah.
Because wasn't that on the article here?
Yeah.
We had an article about that?
We do.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's touch on that later in the show. But
okay.
But yeah, those, God, I always I'm definitely not totally paranoid about being in one of those groups. Because I've never done anything.
No, I've only been good to women.
Yeah.
So obviously, whoever would write something about me in one of those groups is a lying, stupid bitch. And
of course.
Should shut the fuck up.
Of course.
And if there's a woman that commented on that woman's post in that Facebook group that's only for women, that wasn't me either.
Right.
That was a woman that wasn't fake. Mm-hmm. You know, wasn't an AI generated woman that I've made a profile for to infiltrate that group and then say nice things about me and how big my penis was and how good it was that I had, you know, sex with Chris from the TooWokeBoys. Mm-hmm. You know, see, that's good.
Yeah,
you go in that group as a, you know, you infiltrate the group as an AI.
They do have to approve your entrance in there, though, so you have to have a pretty convincing female profile. I know,
as the voice of women and people of color, we know exactly what women are going to say.
Right.
You know, you're like, hey, let me in the group, and they're like, how do we know you're a real person? I'm on my period. And then they're like, well, right.
A man wouldn't say that. So.
No. I'm a fucking pissed off lady. I hate men, and I am on my period. Guess what? I'm thinking about not shaving my armpits. And then they'll be like, you're right in.
Yeah.
Right in, lady. Please complain about men in this group.
Yeah, we love the idea of those groups, though. The whole, are we dating the same guy? That's what they're called, right?
Stuff like that.
Yeah, are we dating the same guy? Yeah, we love the concept of those groups because it's just a good opportunity for, let's say a woman has a bad experience with a guy, aka maybe he breaks up with her, just loses interest in her and rejects her. Then it's good for that woman to go in that group, post a picture of the guy, put his name in there, and say he's toxic, he's abusive, never date him, and just kind of destroy his name and reputation with no real evidence to back it up. But just because he rejected you, then you have to make sure that he can't have any other woman in the city that you're in. So that's definitely a good thing to do and a healthy thing for society.
It's really good
to destroy people's reputations without evidence.
To make a list and then to publicly shame people in a list that they have no idea about.
Yeah, exactly.
They also have no rebuttal to that.
Right, that's an important
You can't
important
be
piece
tagged
of it.
in it.
Yep.
You are just
They have no chance to defend themselves. And you can use totally subjective words like toxic, abusive.
Yeah. It is funny because when, you know how when they invented Facebook, they were it was just college dudes like Mark Zuckerberg. Rating women. They were smash. It was basically like a smash or pass,
right.
You know, hey, she's cute. What do you think about her? Ew, I don't know. Fucking, she's hot, whatever. then they make that like Facebook or whatever, and people were like, can you believe that they had this group where they were like rating women, and then women have a group where they're like not even rating men, but like defiling their
destroying their lives,
their reputation. Yeah. So, but
that's okay.
Yeah, that's good though, because it's like that guy sucks.
Yeah,
I guess unless it's us.
Unless it's us. If we're in that group,
that's bullshit.
Look, if you're a woman in one of those groups and you ever see Chris or Cole in there, reach out to us immediately
and let us know. And if you posted it, we're gonna fucking have to talk.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to have a conversation.
We're not mad, okay, but we're gonna have some fucking words for you.
Yeah,
we're gonna fucking tell you why you shouldn't be doing that. Don't fucking destroy our reputation in that group. You stupid fucking bitch. We did nothing wrong. We did nothing fucking wrong. It's your fucking fault that we didn't work. It's your fucking fault.
Yeah, I was only good to you.
Yeah, I was so fucking nice to you the entire fucking time. I'm the nicest fucking guy ever. You will never find anyone as fucking nice as me. So don't you dare say that I was bad to you.
Yeah, you fucking idiot.
You fucking bitch. How dare you?
Don't you
How
dare.
dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh, he rejected me, so I'm just going to destroy his reputation now. Not okay. So.
But what are you doing later?
Yeah, well.
Like, why don't you come over and we'll talk it out? And
right.
Look, I'm sorry about everything that happened before in the past. Why don't you come over and, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean,
and it's just a cycle of that.
Right.
Like getting pissed, breaking it off, you writing in the group, like me finding out about it, me
threatening you. Yeah.
Us being, that's so us,
Yeah.
Here we are again at the police station, like just filing a police report, that's so cute. This is like, how many times have we done this, and the police officer's like 10. You've done this 10 fucking times. So, and unfortunately we can't be on Cops anymore because that's not a show,
right? And
we can't be on Maury Povich anymore. That's not a show.
Our best shows
are like, what happened to us? Like,
there's that show Cheaters. Remember that show?
Yeah. Was that show like staged kind of?
I'm not sure. The host got stabbed?
Yeah, there was a boat episode where they like caught one of the guys cheating on the girl, and when they confronted him, he stabbed the host. The host didn't die, but yeah. That was like one of the big news things about that show, Cheaters.
Holy shit! Did they canceled the show? Right? Is that?
I don't know if they canceled it after he got stabbed, but
fuck, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he lived. I think he got like barely stabbed, but
barely stabbed. He was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was on a boat, and it was on. It was
just a chill stabbing.
Yeah, it was on a boat too, I believe. They like.
Yeah, so he's right there.
The boat with the guy cheating on whoever his mistress was.
Good Lord, that's fucking. Did he like do it like a pirate? Did he like pull up in the other boat and he's like, "There's the cheater right there," and then they boarded the boat.
Right. Yeah,
they swung in like
fake.
Hook.
Maybe it was fake because this is early 2000s reality. So who knows?
Yeah.
Well, some of that stuff is so crazy, like those courtroom shows.
A lot of the courtroom shows are fake.
Yeah.
Some are real. I think Judge Judy is actually real.
Yeah, that one's awesome.
Yeah. But
I love how she just picks a side before the case is over.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they'll be like, all right, so you're mad at this person did this to you. And then she's like, all right, so tell me what happened. And then they'll be like, hey, like, well, what happened was I lent her some money and then like she didn't pay me back. And then she'll be like, okay, what do you have to say about that? Well, I was going to pay. Shut the fuck up. Shut up. And like, but you owe them money. Like, she just like berates the other person and like goes nuts.
We should have a court show.
Yeah, we should.
Where we're the judges.
Yeah.
And it's like a disagreement between women.
Yeah.
And we're like, ladies, don't fight. Why don't we just come together in a mutual agreement with us kind of leading the way and bringing you two together.
And like kind of pushing your heads into.
Yeah, if they want that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And we just sentence you to having sex with us.
Yeah, but it would be like they would want that punishment.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But it's not a punishment, it's a gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A settlement. Yeah, we'll settle out of court.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe in court.
Right.
Right there.
Like those
At the bench. Which,
like those
by the
gay
way,
guys in the Senate.
Yeah.
They settled in court.
Yeah, there was a settlement in the court, no doubt about it.
So we could do that too.
Did you see the video of that dude that attacked the judge? Did you see that? Yeah. You didn't see that shit?
Where he like dove.
He flew. He literally flew.
I think
over
I
the bench.
did see it. Yeah.
Dude, it was amazing. Do you have that video, Alex? Can you pull that up?
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah.
And that was, to clarify, that was not you, because I know you.
Yeah, no, it was a black guy. It was not me.
Because I know you've done a.
I mean, I've
similar
done stuff
maneuver.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was amazing. Like the guy's like, if you see I don't know if you saw it, but they only really showed like him just diving over the bench. But there was like a longer one. If you can find that longer one where it's like, he's like, yeah, I've changed. I'm like better now. All that. Like right before the turn, it's.
You mean when he returns?
No,
the
one before he dives, there's like he like pleads his case why he should not go back to prison. So like there's like the short one that says like it's just the judge and she's going like, yeah, I don't think so. Like you're gonna have to see some consequences and all that. And then he's like, no, fuck that, bitch. And then he like dives over. But there's like one with like a minute or so before it where he's like. He's saying why he should not go to prison.
I didn't see that one, but I just have.
It was amazing. Yeah. Oh, this is it.
Yeah, I just have.
Yeah.
How do I get the volume going on?
Okay, so this happened on January 3rd.
Yeah.
Fairly recently.
Turn it up. You can turn it up at the bottom left there. On the. Yeah. So. Right before that, literally right before that, he's like sitting back there and he's like, so the judge is like, like, what do you have to say for yourself? And he's like, yeah, I don't think I should go to prison. I've changed my ways.
What did he do, by the way? What was
like armed robbery, like tons of stuff, like
Okay.
multiple things, like armed. I don't know what this one specifically was, but he had like armed robbery on the cases and
It was
like
crazy.
other stuff. Like he's a repeat offender, you know. So the judge is like, okay, like you've been here like multiple times, like you keep getting into trouble, like, you know, what do you have to say for yourself? Like you're guilty of like whatever. And then he's like, yeah, I don't think I should go back to prison because like I've changed my ways. I'm always trying to do good. Like I'm just like, you know, I have my hardships, but like, you know, I'm just trying to do my best, you know, and all that stuff. And you know, he's like laying it out there, like I just, you know, I want to be a better person, and I strive daily to be a better guy and all that. And then she was like, okay, well, look, with your record, what it is, like I can't do. And he literally like off of her being like, yeah, we're not gonna. He's like, nah, fuck that, bitch, and then like runs, and that happens like immediately after. He's like, I'm a better person. I've changed. It's like a woke boy change. Yeah, you know, he goes full woke boy.
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah.
Well, that guy should be. I mean, some would say that's a violent behavior. We'd say it's passionate.
He went in for a hug.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't see him punching anybody.
No.
He was like this in the air. He was like,
yeah.
That seemed like
he's trying to hug a woman.
Yeah.
That's like a feminist good thing to do.
That's what I do when I see a female judge. I'm like, I gotta listen to this lady, and I come over.
Then you go airborne.
I fly over, and then I'm like, you know, I might say, you know, people were like, I heard him say bitch, and it's like, no, I was saying it would be bad if someone called you a bitch.
Right.
Not fuck you, bitch. That's not what you heard.
Right.
That is not what I said. So, yeah, that was wild.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. But yeah, that guy should be let off, and
Yeah.
he should be not guilty.
Seems like he's fine.
Yeah, seems like a good functioning member of society.
Yeah, that guy's cool.
Yeah. So getting into the stories here, and if you can tell, we're still getting into the stories. We're still doing this podcast, even though you can tell from my voice I'm a little under the weather.
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking stop me, because I power through this shit, because I'm a beast. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah.
Even this big winter storm that's going on right now across a lot of the country. And part of where it's happening is Iowa, where the Iowa caucuses are happening today. We're recording on Monday. Podcast comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
But when this comes out, you will know the results of the Iowa caucus. And probably the result is going to be that the Cheeto won. So
I'm going to come.
yeah. Well, he didn't come to any of the debates.
That is true.
Do not come.
Yep.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Cheeto, as of now, he has like a big lead in the polls.
Like
But-
a lot. Like
Yeah.
a huge lead.
I think he was at like 48%. Nikki Haley was next with 20%. So
And she seems like really, that's pretty close.
yeah.
You know? Like people love Nikki Haley.
Well, we like her because she's a woman, but we hate her because she's Republican.
Yeah.
But
We
because
want
she's
a woman to be in
because she's a-
charge, but
yeah.
that lady's a stupid bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
We want the first woman to be president, but a man is better if it's not a Republican.
Yes.
So, yeah. That's important to say. Wouldn't it be great to have the first woman president? And then if the Republicans run a woman, how are we going to listen to this dumb bitch be president?
Yeah. Who's past her prime,
Yeah.
as Don Lemon said.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, this old expired bitch with her shitty, worthless pussy. How are we going to listen to her?
Yeah.
This bitch is in menopause. You know, she's going to be on her period and nuke a country because she's like, you know, having a bad day. That's what they'll say.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is pretty wild.
Yeah, so we're rooting for Nikki Haley, obviously, but we also hate her because she's dumb bitch Republican. But also she's a woman, so we like that.
Yeah, yeah, and we'll like whatever person would be against Trump, because like that would be, we don't want that guy in there. That would be bad. We can't have a Cheeto, okay? That wouldn't reinvigorate this show for the next 4 years of fuck the Cheeto content.
No.
You know? So I don't think, do you think it'll go back to that? That wouldn't happen, right? Where it would be like more like, you know how like people were from like 2016 to 2020? Like that wouldn't happen again.
I don't know.
I mean, we'll lead the charge, no doubt.
For sure.
We will 100%.
We'll bring Sarah Cooper back.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
We'll bring...
How hard is she, like, praying for Donald Trump?
She's been in hibernation for
there's
4 years. Yeah.
No, there's no one writing her comedy.
Right.
You know? Like, if you lip sync a different, you know, the president, and the president can't say any words right now, like, what do you do? That is so wild. I forgot about that. The lip sync special.
Yeah.
With like 8 million cameos of every celebrity.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen and made me want to kill myself.
Yeah.
It was brilliant comedy.
Yeah. Yeah. Brilliant comedy is moving your mouth at the same time as somebody else that said something way funnier than you could possibly say.
Yes.
That's really good comedy. Yeah. That's probably the best era in comedy history. Sarah Cooper, Nanette.
Yep.
What's the other one? Lily Singh.
Yeah.
So good. Queen, dude. Yeah. You gotta watch her TED Talk on the my show got canceled, and it's not my fault.
Oh, that's right.
That was a good TED Talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love TED Talks like that.
Yep. Yep. So
yeah.
So yeah, we are unfortunately probably gonna deal with another Cheeto nomination here if things continue the way they're going. But we think, and there's some talk on the other side of the Democratic side, it's like is Biden really gonna run again? Is that really smart for the Democrats to run him again? And the answer is yes. We love Biden.
Well, I mean, he's the most popular president in history.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about it. He was voted for like
More votes than Obama.
more votes than Obama. And we all know how popular Obama was.
Mm-hmm.
So, you obviously have to run the most popular president of all time.
Yes, he's doing a great job too. He's a great communicator.
It seems like everybody loves him everywhere, right?
Definitely. And his approval ratings are
So
very high.
Yeah.
Right now. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just can't wait to see him on the campaign trail again, dropping gems like, wait, not that one.
You ain't black.
Like that.
Right.
Yeah. We need him dropping gems again.
Right.
That was fire. So,
well, it doesn't seem like they're letting him do any
we kind of
interviews or.
Well, he didn't campaign the first time. He's just like, he
it's
was
very
like, I'm
limited.
worried about COVID, and then he just
Right.
like hid in the basement the whole time.
Right. It's very limited appearances, and I'm sure it's not going to be the same thing this time.
His only appearances were the "You ain't black" thing. That was like pretty much
Charlemagne
it.
the God. Yeah.
Yeah.
We love Biden, and we hope he runs again. It's definitely a good decision to put an 80-year-old man out there who clearly is.
He's just 80, or is he older than that?
I think he's 80.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that is pretty cool, They keep doing this thing. They're like, what are we going to do for our children? It's like, how about get out of the fucking way?
He's 81, excuse me.
Yeah. Okay. How old is Trump? He's close, right?
It's like 79.
God. It's so crazy.
Trump is 77.
That's crazy. We can't let an old guy like Trump be the president.
That's right.
That's insane to let someone that's 77 years old be the president. That's why it's important for you to vote for Joe Biden, who is 81 years old.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not voting for some old idiot like Donald Trump. He's too old to be president. No one that age, 77, should be president. That being said, Joe Biden rules.
Nice.
81 years old. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so vote for Biden.
Mm-hmm.
Vote. But I did or ally of the show, Malcolm Kellner did a comedy show this weekend.
Oh, yeah.
A couple shows, but one of them, there was a female comic who had the joke, I like my ballot just the way, or I like my ballot just the way I like my ex-boyfriend's balls, blue.
Wow.
And then went into this whole thing about she has no rights now as a woman in California, which is totally true.
Yeah, it's very true.
No rights here.
Yeah.
So
They almost didn't book her on the show because she was probably too funny too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds like the funniest shit I've ever heard.
It was so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a great bit. Yeah.
Certainly wasn't her holding the entire audience hostage
No.
while they were waiting for the next guy to go up and
No.
do comedy.
Her boyfriend definitely wasn't in the audience either.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
well, he's like dying from blue balls, Yeah.
Right.
Or he doesn't exist,
Yeah.
'cause-
No, he for sure exists, and we're glad that
Okay.
she withheld sex from him.
Yeah, I'm
So-
gonna have to know who that was after the show. I gotta, you gotta tell
So
me.
you can see that bit live, and
Yeah,
it really,
I gotta see
really
Jim's
crushed.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah. So
that's wild to do like a political ad as a joke.
right.
Like as a like a non-ironic.
Yeah, no, that was like it was like peak,
punchline
like
is
2016 to 2020 comedy, like anti-Trump comedy, and she's doing that 4 years later.
Nice,
which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I do love that. Like, she's like, we have a. Is she saying like Donald Trump's president still, like in the bits?
She might have
Like
been.
it's like that. That's how old the jokes
Yeah.
are. They're like, I can't believe we got a Cheeto as president. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah.
Can you believe this orange motherfucker is president? How bad it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have seen some stuff like that where people still are kind of doing some Donald Trump sucks stuff,
Oh yeah.
which is like, you know, they're like, oh, he's why this country is bad. And it's like, it's almost like a full term past him being the president. So wild.
Yeah. Yeah. We love that type of comedy, and
Can't wait for it to come back.
for sure.
Definitely the best era in comedy history. Like Hassan Minhaj talking about how he was, you know, racism affected his career on his ninth special, being like 27. You know, that's really important to really bitch about, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Or hearing a 25-year-old female comic explain why her life sucks and it's hard to be a woman in America on her 9th fucking special.
Yeah.
That's brutal. Sorry about your hard life.
Yeah. They've had
2 millionaires.
Yeah, they've had tough lives. But yeah, lives are tough with this winter storm right now I mentioned.
Yeah.
The record low temperatures as the South braces for snow. So we got a lot of people in the South, aka dumb hicks.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this white stuff falling from the sky? What is this? This looks like this looks like a bunch of sugar falling down. Let me taste it.
Hey, this ain't sweet.
This
I
ain't
can't
sweet.
put this
Yeah.
in my tea.
Yeah, this is just water. It's just like frozen water. It doesn't taste like nothing.
But it's not ice.
But it's not ice. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's softer to the touch than ice.
I could put it in my drink, but it's not. It's going to melt immediately, and it's going to dilute my Diet Coke.
Yeah. Why is it so cold? I'm just out here. I'm supposed to be drinking beers out here and on the grill.
Not Bud Lights, though.
Yeah, not Bud Lights, because I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not some gay guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of dumb hicks.
Dumb idiots.
Southerners, yeah.
Dipshits.
Yeah, we hope the snow just lays waste to these fucking people.
Mm-hmm.
We hope it wipes them out like a plague.
Mm-hmm.
We hope it.
Didn't it like snow like kind of a little bit in Texas like a couple years ago, and it like destroyed the fucking whole.
Yeah, the power grid shut down, and and that is supposed to happen again. Texas is supposed to get some snow.
Yeah.
And we hope that, maximum disaster happens, and
Yeah.
we hope every red state just totally crashes and burns, and people lose their homes and die and freeze to death.
Maybe it gets cold enough that those red states turn blue.
Whoa. Nice.
Yeah. Like that bar.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm so sick of this, like, Trump and company, like, pushing this division in this country, like, wishing harm on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
Like, excuse me, we would never wish harm on people who disagree with us politically. We just want to bring people together.
Yeah, this podcast is not completely wishing harm upon the other side. That's not what this podcast has been exclusively about the entire time it's been a show.
Yeah, no, not at all.
We want to bring people together and have everybody see, like, everything's about compromise, and we all got to come together, and, like, it's like there's these two sides, right? It's like people think this over here and we think this over here. Compromise is about people coming together and meeting on our side.
That's right.
Yeah. Only our side. Notice how I did not move my hand at all.
We're standing firm.
Yeah. But that's compromise, Yeah. It's like when you compromise with a woman in dating,
Yeah.
Like a woman in dating will be like, you'll get into an argument with her, and then, she'll be like, you'll be like, where do you want to eat or whatever? And then she'll be like, I don't know, you pick. And then you pick a place, and she's like, constantly hating it. You
Right.
know, and then you have to, you know, you have to keep rifling off decisions, and then, you know, eventually you're like, what the fuck do you want? You know?
Yep.
So, I don't know. We had, should we talk about the FAA's diversity push stuff?
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Yeah, there was several diversity articles that I saw. There was the diversity push for the FAA, okay, and then the Skull and Bones had a diversity and inclusion thing. Did you see that?
Yeah, we love that.
Yeah. So the Skull and Bones is like a fraternity thing or something.
Yeah, it's like a secret fraternity.
Society.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
it's not like a fraternity, because like there's like guys and girls in it, right?
Yeah, I think it's
just
just
guys?
men. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, we gotta. So let me pull that up.
Did you want to pull up the Skull and Bones one?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because with the FAA one, I'll check this one out. The FAA one, that's the flight people, right? Yeah, so the Federal Aviation Administration is actively recruiting workers who suffer from severe intellectual disabilities. Yeah, to fly a plane or to be an air traffic controller. And that's what you need.
Yeah.
You need a guy spazzing out when you're trying to land a plane or whatever.
Yeah, we need to stop this discrimination against people who like aspiring pilots and air traffic controllers who have like disabilities or are not maybe as mentally capable as other ones.
You want a
we
guy,
need to give them.
You want a guy
give them
that
a
was,
chance.
You want the guy flying your plane to be the guy that like looks like he probably would do a school shooting. That's the guy you want flying a plane. Or just can't today. Or just can't even. That's who you need to show up to fly the plane. I want to see a guy with like frazzled hair walking in, you know, like some of these comics you see at an open mic.
Yeah.
You know, like the worst comics you see at an open mic, you're like, what is going on with that person?
Like they need to be in charge of.
That's where they should recruit
many lives.
That's where they should recruit pilots and FAA, you know, what's it called? The air traffic controllers from.
Yeah.
They
open
just go to a slotted and they pull a name out of a hat. You know, they pull your name out of a bucket and they go, instead of doing 5 minutes of comedy, you're going to fly to Dallas.
Yeah.
You're going to fly a plane to Dallas with, you know, 400 people on it. So, yeah.
Yeah, we love that. So yeah, this skull and bone things. The skull and bones thing. I'm reading this article, super long, but I guess I think they do have female members now. I think they said, 1991, the Bonesmen tapped their first Bones women. And if you're a Bones woman,
if you're a
out
woman
there
trying to get this
wants
bone,
to get boned by a couple of Bones men here.
Yeah, we're a couple of Bones men for sure.
Yeah, we got a couple bones for you.
Yeah.
If you're hot, but
yeah, if you're a hot lady and you want to catch these bones, hit us up.
Yeah. So in the Bones class of 2019. So yeah, it's the secret society at Yale. It used to be all white men. It used to be like the powerful high class families, Vanderbilts, Rockefellers, Buckleys. 3 Bonesmen would go on to become president of the United States. And there are these portraits of them. And then in 2019,
that's crazy. They're
called taking down
the Skull and Bones. Like that's pretty crazy.
Sounds kind of like
satanic,
yeah. Like,
well, it's like
evil.
Most fraternities are like Greek letters,
right?
Not like a pirate ship, you know. Like that's like like what you would see on like a hacky pirate ship flag, you know? And that's like a real group.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's pretty wild.
But yeah, so I guess
But they
now they're so it used to be they would only choose these like rich white guys who were like legacy families.
Do they have like and it was only at Yale? They don't have like a Harvard chapter?
Yeah, I think it's just a Yale. Yeah.
So if like so let's say you try to get into Harvard, right? Your safety school is Yale. Now you get to join the Skull and Bones.
I guess so.
But if you're like, oh, I want to be in Skull and Bones, right? But you do get into Harvard. Now what? You're like, oh, well.
You only get tapped if you're in Yale.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, so now I guess there's like, it's gone from like a conservative thing to a like diversity, equity, and inclusion thing. And
that's always really cool when they do that.
Yes, and it definitely makes sense to have this like
Isn't the
secret
whole idea of a secret group to be like exclusive?
Yeah, well, so we like that they still want like
everybody can join.
They want the prestige of being in this group, but also like the prestige of being in the group, but also saying like anyone can be in the group of any qualifications.
But they can't though, right?
Well,
don't you have to be like in one of the like elite families or whatever?
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Okay.
So it definitely,
seems
it
weird.
totally makes sense that for people to like have it both ways on this.
Yeah.
Like everyone should get in, but also sorry, you can't get in.
Mm-hmm. I wonder like I want to see like the new people that like get in and how that's like kind of received by the group. Right? Because like the group is, I'm sure they're going to be not cool to the new kids, right? Like the new kids will get in, they'll be like, we know why those guys got in, right?
Yeah.
So.
Well, we are going to start our own secret society.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Called the TooWokeBoys Society.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to get in, ours actually is going to be. Well, ours is going to be very exclusive. Ours is very
Only
exclusive.
Women.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Only women can get in this group.
We're going to counteract this it's patriarchal stuff with the Skull and Bones history of all men. We're going to have an only women.
It might sound like a sex cult. Okay, it might sound like that, but that's not what it is.
It's totally not what it is.
There's more to it than that. Like we'll have meetings.
Yeah,
sometimes.
Right.
Will there be sex at the meetings? Yeah, for sure.
Probably.
No, definitely. Are you kidding me? Yeah, there's no probably.
Yeah.
Yes, there will be. Okay. What else is going to be different about our group? We're going to have. It's not just going to be a bunch of white people. We're going to have hot women of all races. Yeah, black ladies, Latino ladies. Asian, hell yeah,
Latinx,
nice. Yep, Latinx queens.
Yep, anyone will be allowed in our group as long as you are a woman who is an 8 or above.
Mm-hmm. That's our exclusive thing. The 8s or above group. That's going to be our group.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. And then it's going to be exclusive to men, as in we'll be the only men that will be in the group.
That's right.
Yeah, and it's a very sex-positive group. And by sex-positive, I mean you have to have sex with us to get in the group. That's kind of initiation. Yeah. That's like part of the thing.
Right. But you'll want to.
Yeah, you'll definitely. Well, if you want to get in the group, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, this group sounds pretty sweet. Totally. And then we'll recruit women to be in the group. We'll be like, hey, you've been selected to be in the group. And they'll be like, what do I have to do? And we're like, there's a couple of things. We have some guidelines. Why don't you come to a meeting? We do it like AA or whatever. We're like, yeah, just come to a meeting. It's cool. There's going to be snacks. Mm-hmm. And then they come over and it's like, there's no snacks here. There's just like a mattress on a floor.
And some White Claws.
Yeah, and the mattress has like wax paper over it and no sheets. And I'm like, yeah, come right in, ladies. Just rip the...
Yep.
Yeah.
And a lot of Slipknot posters on the wall. Like, what's that all about?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of construction, you might be hearing some construction going on during this episode, and I'll tell you what that is not. Is it a tunnel? It is not a tunnel being dug under the podcast studio. It is not that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we should probably talk about that. What the fuck is going on with the tunnels?
So yeah, I was looking into it a little bit. There's like a famous synagogue in New York that, they were building a tunnel from like one building to another one.
Why don't they just like go to the next building? Why don't they just go to that building?
I think they were trying to like expand it or something.
Okay.
Well, the rumor was they built it during COVID because remember, like groups couldn't get together, and remember,
when they were shutting down.
Was it really like that level though, where they're like, "Hey, you going outside to go across the street?"
Well, they were shutting down like big religious gatherings.
Yeah,
and I know like they were really,
and the Jews didn't care. Like,
or like the Orthodox in New York.
Yeah, this was the group that was. Did you see all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
the memes?
Yeah,
I did. I did.
Those were great.
Yeah. But no, there was a lot of the Orthodox Jews and during COVID were they were having like big prayer services and funerals, weddings, etc. with like more than the allowed amount of people. And then like Bill de Blasio, who was the mayor at the time, he was like constantly calling them out and like sending the cops after them to break up their festivities.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I don't know. That is one of the rumors that the tunnel was to gather without like drawing attention from authorities. Yeah. I don't know. And then there was something about like expanding one of the buildings too, like without
How did it
permission.
not cave in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, did you guys hear about the guy living in his apartment?
There was a guy
who said like he
was
heard
hearing
people,
Jews underneath his and his apartment doesn't have a basement. And everybody
like speaking Hebrew underneath.
He said this 6 months ago on like Twitter, and he got banned. And he was like, "I think there's Jews underneath me, but I live on the first floor and there's no basement. But I'm hearing Jewish music." And he got banned on Twitter. And
wow.
And then it turns out that the tunnel was underneath his apartment.
That is pretty hilarious.
That is wild. That guy's like, oh, this guy's crazy. Everybody's like giving him shit.
Right. This guy's a paranoid maniac. And then,
it is funny to, like, it just sounds crazy when you're like, I hear a bunch of Jews under me.
Yeah, it does sound a little unhinged when you
can't
when you say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is pretty hilarious.
Yeah. But yeah.
Are they just like, is that like a thing? I guess it's like they're Hasids, right?
Yeah.
So it's like do they only listen to that? They only listen to like the Hava Nagila bullshit. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what music they're bumping there.
They're wearing the outfits, right?
Yeah.
They look like kind of Amishy,
right?
You know, and do they have like multiple of the same outfit, like
I would imagine
a closet of the same 5 exact same shirts? And stuff?
I think so because they only wear black or white.
Okay. They only wear black or white, and it's like, I mean, it's like a heavy ass thing too. It's like a suit kind of thing with like a duster coat.
Yeah, yeah.
Big ass hat.
Yeah.
And then like a braid thing.
Yep.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah. So if you are a Jewish woman listening and you want to go down into a tunnel with us, I don't know, just hit us up and maybe we can build a tunnel.
Yeah.
Under
or maybe we can dig into your tunnel
with your consent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah.
So yeah, no tunnels being built here, but there are some closets full of some weapons.
Mm-hmm. With the Jewish stuff too, like when you go to like you go to a synagogue, right?
Well,
if you're Jewish, one would do that.
Yeah.
If you're like a regular Jewish that goes to a synagogue, are there Hasidic dudes going there? Or
no, well they have like their own. Yeah, there's like different levels of observation of. There's like the Hasidics, the super religious. There's like the more modern Orthodox who don't like.
I like how it's like Judaism is like Rocket League and it has like Grand Champion.
Yeah, no, there's
silver.
There's several different sects of it.
Yeah,
but the Hasidics do their own thing.
Does anybody ever?
And then there's the ones who aren't like as observant as them who look more kind of normal.
Does
they
anyone
have their own thing.
Go from like regular to like Hasidic?
Yeah,
level?
yeah. If they have like I mean, there's people who go both ways. There's like people who have like
bi Hasidic.
Well, there's people who have like religious awakenings and go from hardly any observance to super religious, and then there's the people who grow up that way and then they get out of it, and then they get a Netflix show.
Yeah, I saw that on when I went to do shows in Utah.
Yeah,
I was talking to like an Uber driver, and he was saying, it's like a lot of Mormons out there.
Yeah,
he said the biggest religion in Utah used to be Mormon. So there was like a bunch of Mormons and a bunch of people that used to be Mormon that like left the church that like are like it's crazy.
Yes. So. And that is all, and we just want to say like we love the people who leave Judaism, leave Mormonism, leave mainstream Christianity, and like leave those things and then talk shit about how like restrictive and kind of misogynistic and all those bad things that the religions are like in Christianity or Judaism. But people who leave Islam and then speak out against Islam, that is bad.
Yeah.
We don't like those people are fucking jerks and we hate them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the people saying the same things about the restrictive nature of their respective religions, it's good for people to do that, everyone but Muslims. Yeah. And if you're a Muslim who does that like or an ex-Muslim who does that like Salman Rushdie, you know, if you're an author who then goes on to write comedic satirical books about Islam from a critical point of view, then it's open season for people to come attack you, stab you, try to blow you up.
Because he got stabbed, right?
Yeah, and there's been like countless assassination attempts on him that have killed a lot of people around him.
Damn.
That's
wild, dude.
Yeah, and in the past, our side, liberals, used to say like, hey, he's using his free speech to do what he wants, to say what he wants, and that should be fiercely protected because we have a First Amendment here in America. But now our side, now we've seen the light, and we say like, should he like, what were you wearing?
The culture,
what were you wearing? Yeah. What was he saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can say whatever you want, but
there's consequences to saying whatever you want.
Yeah.
And those consequences could be someone breaking the law horribly and trying to harm you for saying stuff.
Yeah. Words are violence.
Yeah.
And Salman Rushdie and...
When someone defends themselves against your violence, which was just words, then that's okay.
Yes. And have you seen...
Unless there's like what was that one kid that we hate? You know what I'm talking about?
Who was...
The kid
What was
that
his
brought the gun to the protest stuff.
Oh,
Yeah, that's bad defending yourself,
yeah.
but there's good defending yourself, and that's trying to...
Yeah, when someone writes a book you don't like,
Yeah.
you can try to stab them.
Unless it's like an Ann Coulter book, and then that's... Fuck that.
Yeah.
We hate that.
No, you can try to stab her.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that is a book we don't like. You're right.
But
You know what I'm saying? It's like, we don't like her writing that book. That's bad.
Yeah. No,
But like you writing a book...
Robin DiAngelo book.
That's
that's
a good book. Yeah. If you tried to retaliate against somebody writing a book like that, that's bad.
Right.
And that should be not tolerated.
Yeah.
Unless... We just have to make an assessment. The what are you wearing is a good...
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way to look at it.
Yes.
What was your book about? That's important. They tried to kill me for writing my book. What was your book about?
Yeah. It's like the how we were celebrating Hamas's October 7th attack against Israeli civilians. Mm-hmm. It's like, yes, they were civilians. No, they weren't the military. Yes, many of them were young, but also they were in Israel. So that, shouldn't have been there. And that kind of opens you up to getting killed, and it's your fault.
Yeah.
So, like, what were you wearing? And a lot of them did literally get raped.
That's wild.
What were they wearing that caused that? Mm-hmm. It's just, we're just asking questions here.
Yeah.
So
that's important to do. That's what this podcast is all about.
That's right.
Did you have anything you wanted to plug here?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Follow Ally of the Show, Jeff Zinasek, potential tour dates coming up. Go to the link in the bio, subscribe to the mailing list on there. Send us emails to the TooWokeBoys, TooWokeBoys@gmail.com. Donate to the Slut Fund. Give us 5-star reviews on iTunes, Spotify, all that. Like, comment, subscribe, and follow our pages, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, iTunes, all that shit. That being said, thank you for listening to episode 181 of the Two Woke Boys. I am Chris.
And I'm Cole.
And together we are Two Woke Boys.
Can't